Can intergenerational trauma lead to family estrangement? Imagine carrying a weight from your ancestors that you never asked for. Sometimes, that weight can push family members apart in ways you might not expect. Intergenerational trauma is when painful experiences from one generation are passed down to the next. It can be from war, abuse, neglect, or other traumatic events. These experiences leave emotional scars that don't just disappear. Instead, they influence how family members behave and relate to each other over time. When trauma is passed through families, it often shows up as mistrust, emotional distance, or unhealthy ways of coping. For example, a grandparent who experienced neglect might raise their children in a way that unintentionally repeats those patterns. The children then might feel disconnected or misunderstood, which can lead to conflicts or emotional walls. Family estrangement happens when these unresolved issues become too much to bear. People might stop talking or see each other less often to protect their mental health. Sometimes, survivors of trauma distance themselves because they feel unsafe or overwhelmed by family dynamics rooted in past pain. Trauma can also cause people to develop maladaptive coping skills like avoidance or emotional shutdown. These behaviors make it harder to connect or forgive, which can deepen the divide. For some, cutting ties is a way to regain control and protect themselves from further harm. It's important to see that estrangement isn't always about rejection. Often, it's a way for trauma survivors to set boundaries and prioritize their healing. They might need space to process their pain and rebuild their sense of safety. Addressing intergenerational trauma involves understanding its role in family conflicts. Therapy or counseling can help families recognize these patterns and work through them. Setting clear boundaries and communicating honestly can also help rebuild trust if both sides are willing. Sometimes, healing means accepting that some relationships may stay distant. That distance can be necessary for recovery and peace of mind. Recognizing that trauma influences family dynamics helps us see estrangement not just as rejection but as a step toward healing and self-care. In the end, understanding how trauma travels through generations can help us approach family challenges with compassion. It reminds us that sometimes, stepping back is a way to move forward in a healthier way.